Hello, everyone. Excited to come hang out with you guys for a little bit. This is Cullen Haskins, and I'm hanging out with the amazing Brandy Murphy.
Hi there.
I hope everybody is doing amazing. And we just wanted to come to you guys with some helpful information of how you can move more products, but also not just move products to new customers, but also add on product sales to existing customers. And so we wanted to talk to you about one of our newest enhancements, one of our newest tools that just came out. And in order to do that, I'm going to share my screen because everybody should have received an email that came out as part of your unfranchised news. And this email actually came out, and this is, of course, if you were an unfranchised owner prior to this date, you would have, of course, received this email. But December 27th, an email came out and it talked about our new product catalog and our digital product catalog are now available. Now, Brandy, let's talk first and foremost about why did we do two different versions of catalogs? Why have a print one and why have a digital one?
Well, there's so many different reasons. A lot of companies are going towards more of a digital catalog. Everything is digital these days. And the beautiful thing about a digital catalog is it's easy to edit. You know, we add products all the time. Our product inventory is constantly expanding, and being able to have the editable, easy to update digital product catalog keeps our catalog current, where typically for those people that aren't in manufacturing or aren't in marketing, when you create a print catalog, that's a very time consuming process to do, and to update it is very time consuming. But usually in order to get good prices on your catalog, you have to buy large amounts of them and inventory them. So you then move through those products before you update them, which can be, a long time process. So having a digital version allows us to have it up to date all the time. A couple of other things about that. We have a ton of products, right? As unfranchised owners, we get access to so many different product lines, from the health and nutrition products to the home care products, to the pet care products, to the jewelry products, to the personal care and skincare products and the makeup products. And so we have a very large catalog. And what I love about having the digital catalog is we don't have to lug around this heavy catalog with us all the time. We can just send people the link, right? So let's talk about that. And then we also have
Absolutely
a printed version. And the printed version is a little bit smaller than the digital catalog. That's really just our top products, our featured products, to be able to introduce some of our top sellers to people. But let's talk a little bit about why would you use the digital catalog, or when would you use the digital catalog versus when would you use the print catalog?
Absolutely. And you know what I love about the printed version of the catalog, and especially as a new unfranchised owner, I know when I was new 24 years ago, I was always asking, what's the simplest thing for me to move and talk to people about? And it's like, well, the top sellers. And of course, I gravitated more to health and nutrition because they're some of our top sellers. But we have a number of nutritional products, to your point, Brandy. But what are the top sellers? So now we can really laser focus. So if you're a newer unfranchised owner, or you're training your new unfranchised owners, isn't it awesome that the new print version, being more condensed, you get a pack of 5 for $7? Whereas if we put all of the products in there, I mean, it would have been like 10, 12 bucks per catalog to print all of that. And yet, where is your focus? Where's your major? Where are we, honing in on to know that that's the area that we're really one-to-one marketing and educating people on, right, Brandy?
Absolutely. And, talking about when you use that print catalog, I love having them with me when I'm talking to a new potential unfranchise owner, when I'm doing a home business presentation or I'm going to a meeting somewhere. I always take the print catalogs with me, because one of the things that we're going to ask them to do is consider what products do they currently buy from someone else that they might be able to buy from themselves. Similar to doing a home shopping list. You can take the catalog out, ask them to go through it and say, which types of these products do you already buy from someone else that it would make more sense for you to buy it from yourself? And they could circle them. And it's a great place for them to start when they're thinking about, what am I going to place as my initial order after my fast start kit? How am I going to stock my house with top sellers to be able to introduce? Because we need to be products of the product first, right? We need to use the products in our house, and we don't want to overwhelm somebody, because showing them a catalog with 300 products in it to start off with, they're going to be like, wow, I can't buy all 300 of these products at once. But if we start with the top sellers and we say, okay, let's switch out these top sellers first in your home as part of your, converting your spending into earning, right? That's going to make a big difference, minimizing it, keeping it simpler, and not overwhelming people.
100%. And the thing I'll add to that is, in the last 2 weeks in the home presentations that I've done, Brandy, I've done, what have I done? I've done 6 home business presentations, and every single guest. So I know for a fact, like this week already in Dallas, we've had 23 guests in attendance. And what it says to me is we've done 23 home shopping lists because it's required. What I've been doing is when we get to step two of creating customers, creating BV, IBB, we pass out the home shopping list at that point. And then we turn it into a little game, and then we give away prizes, and we just kind of breaks up the flow of the presentation a little bit to where you can like enhance the energy, but engage them. And then you say, okay, listen, now we're going to have you buy. Oh, the top person was like 52 products. And I'm like, okay, so we're going to have you order all 52 tonight. And then you hear a pin drop, and then they kind of go like, all right, forget it. Let's pick 1 or 2. Let's pick 1 or 2, and then we can direct them, to your point, to 1 or 2, and we know they're our top sellers. We get them the results, and if those work, what are the odds you would go to 3, 4, 5? And of course, the guest sitting there saying, oh yeah, they're nodding their head. Of course I would, and they're doing our business anyway. See, we can say people are doing our business anyways, but when we show them that they're doing our business anyways by using the tools, the 1-2 punch home shopping list and the printable version, then they want to know more. We're going to show them the digital version, right?
Absolutely. Upgrade. And I love how, the catalog is beautiful. And so for them to be able to go through and look at some of the features and benefits in the catalog, see the products that they've circled that are tied to their home shopping list, all of a sudden that takes away some of the overwhelm. Because I don't know about you, but the very first time that I went to a home business presentation as a guest, and I was sitting with my future senior business partners, right, hearing the business plan for the first time, I went home a little dumbfounded, overwhelmed, because there were so many brilliant ideas shared with me that I was having problems like processing that a little bit, and so having the tools to be able to go back and look a day later, the next day later, and look at the things that piqued my interest the most really helped. And so I would encourage people, when they're sitting with new franchise owners, give them that catalog, let them circle it, and then they can review it later. And they can also then send them the digital catalog so that, like you said, they can see the full product offering, but they can also click through and learn more, because there's more information available on the website than there is in the limited space in the printed catalog. So it's their 1-2 punch. You give them the print catalog, they piques their interest, then they click through the digital catalog to even learn more.
Absolutely. And one thing I wanted to point out at this email announcement that came out as well is how to share specifically. So Brandy and I are going to walk you guys through this step by step. And as you can see in here, it's telling you that you're going to go to your ownshop.com. So this isn't available from our unfranchise.com. And there's a reason for that, which we're going to get into in a second, because it's kind of twofold here, but we got to do it from our shop.com. So you have to do it you got to be on your website, logged in on your website. Make sure it says this website is presented by, and then it has your name on there. So that's step number 1, right, Brandy?
Absolutely. And so then you're going to go to the section that says exclusive brands. So you go to yourshop.com, you log in, you go to the section that says exclusive brands, which is right underneath the search bar. You click on the exclusive brands button, and the first thing you're going to see is a banner for the digital catalog. When you click on that, it's then going to ask you, if you want to enter an address to share this customer with somebody. Share the catalog with one of your customers. But let's talk about why they might want to do this versus another way of sharing. Both work, right? But you could put your customer or potential customer's email address right here, select their language, and click share. And it's going to send them a copy of the digital catalog.
That's right. And so in doing this way, though, the reason it has to be done from shop.com, and the second reason that when you do it from shop.com, it comes from customer service at Market America and not you specifically. It all has to do with legal regulations that are happening, anti-spam laws. All of this comes into play. So this is the way we have to share it legally. That's why, a lot of people are like, why doesn't it say my name? And it's like, well, because the company can't send it on your behalf, but it's coming from shop.com. You got to remember, we have, tens of thousands, 100,000 different people that have a mirrored shop.com website. So think about that in terms of all of us having this mirroredshop.com experience for all of our customers, which is amazing, but the company can't on our behalf send it. And so that's why it has to be done that way. But we also have an incredible solution since we are a one-to-one marketing company, don't we, Brandy?
We do. But before we move on to that, I would just recommend before you send somebody's address here, make sure they're registered as a preferred customer, just as a secondary insurance policy, that they don't get sent into the batting rotation, that they get linked back to you. Anybody that you're sending the catalog to should already be registered at a minimum as a preferred customer with you, with their name and their email address and all the contact information you have for them already in your back office, just in case, right? So that we make sure that they get linked back to you.
There you go. And now once you click in to your digital catalog, what you're going to notice is, and remember, we know that we always teach people not to copy the link from the top address bar. Well, this is one scenario where it will be okay because of the way this is actually formatted. Because you can actually see at the top here, Trinity and I, we are Happiness Inc. So I can see in this top address bar, that's going to link right to Trinity and my digital catalog. So I can take this link and I can just simply copy it, depending upon what computer you're on. Okay, come down and copy that. And I can paste that right into an email that I'm sending specifically to the customer that I'm one-to-one marketing to. Right, Brandy? Super important.
That is super important because that's going to allow them to see that it's coming from you because you're sending that message. You might even send it to them via text. It would work via text to send it to them that way also. And I will show you in the Unfranchised Marketing app, you can also send it to them from within the app. Where you'll be able to see, I'll show you that in a couple minutes so that we don't get confused here, but you can send it directly from the app via text, via email as well.
Fantastic. Now, for those of you that also say, well, I specialize in nutrition and I also love skincare and motives. Okay, let's say those are the three. And it doesn't matter what it is for you, but you get to choose what it is. What you're going to do is within the digital catalog, at the top here, there's all these different thumbnails at the top, and you just mouse over and you go to the one that says downloadable PDF. And when you click on that, it's going to say, do you want to download the whole PDF? You can download the whole PDF and use that to share with people. Now, that's not going to be clickable. You remove the digital aspect of it, but it's more of a printable, or you can still share it via email as a PDF, of course. But what if you wanted to only download a certain page range? Let's say I wanted to download the beginning of this and all the way through nutrition, and let's say nutrition ended at 15, I could click download. You can download the specific sections that you want to customize and be able to share with your clients. And you could have that printed. If you wanted to have that printed and send that over to Office Max Staples, get it printed right through your shop.com website, by the way. So you can double up on that. You can go to the print center. There's many options to do this, but we set this up this way so you get to choose. You get to customize what you did want to print if it was a bigger version than what our printable top sellers are. I think that's an awesome feature, don't you, Brandy?
I do. I really think that it's awesome. You could also do multiples, right? So if you wanted to send somebody health and nutrition and skincare, you could do just the pages for health and nutrition and then send them just the pages for skincare or whatever it is that you major in or what product line you specialize in. Maybe you just want to talk to somebody that loves their animals. You just want to send them the pet health pages to start with. You could just send them the pet health pages if you want and then grow from there. It's all about building share of customer without overwhelming people ahead of time. Because going back to our theme of how do we use catalogs, when do we use catalogs? Remember, most people start with, especially customers, start with just a handful of products. And if we give them the entire catalog, it's overwhelming. They may not know even where to start. So helping to specialize them based on their interests and pointing to those products first is going to be a benefit to them. Now, I notice as you're flipping through there, some people might be noticing that there are no prices in the digital catalog. And that was a question that has come up through the field a little bit. And it's something that I want to just talk about for a few minutes. I remember when I first started working with corporate and I was sitting down with Dennis Franks and we were talking about catalogs. And Dennis reminded me that we are a one-to-one marketing company and that our products are not the types of products that just sit on a store shelf, right? All of our products are very high tech, but they require a high touch as well to explain the value of those products. And so, for example, if you're going to just look at Isotonics multivitamin and a regular multivitamin that you could buy at the grocery store, there's a big price difference there. We as unfranchised owners understand why. We understand the value of isotonic delivery. We understand the value of what is included in our products compared to some competitors that are out there. And so being able to really explain the value is what builds the price justification. And doing that without the price on the screen first allows them to hear the value and build a reason for why they want to purchase that one even before they see the price. Sometimes if they just see the price right away without understanding the value, it doesn't make sense. But you explain the value to them and then it makes incredible sense, right?
Well, and many people are like me. Like, I had never taken a supplement in my life. So what am I comparing it to? So I don't know what's expensive or not. But if I am comparing it to Walmart's cheapo, supplement that's, 5,000 pills for $9.95, or am I comparing it to, let's face it, there are some multivitamins on the market that $100 or more.
Exactly.
So, and we're nowhere near that, right? So when you do look at the price and you compare it to a great producing multivitamin in the market, but then you consider the delivery system of drinking it for take a pill, all that stuff, then I was like, oh, no brainer, But it took, like, to your point, it took a conversation. It took saying, hey, is it worth, 50 cents a day? Is it worth $250 a day, daily essential kit, whatever it might be, to somebody say that would be worth it. Oh, it's 4 supplements in one. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. I wouldn't have known just by clicking on that, unless I'm very astute in supplementation, right?
Exactly. And then, all they have to do is click through and they can see all of the pricing. But from on the back end, another reason why it's important to not have the pricing in the digital catalog is that helps to keep it current, because pricing can change as well. The website is always current, but if we have it in something that's printed and a price changes, now that piece goes out of current status pretty easily. So it's allowing us to keep things much more current by not having the prices on the printed or even the digital catalog that we send out.
Absolutely. And also from an administration standpoint, everybody also has to remember that in keeping things current, we're paying a number of people to try to keep stuff current. And we'd rather put those resources in other spots in order to come up with new tools. In our toolbox, nobody's not buying a product because it doesn't have a price, because they're going to click on it, take them right to our website, and there's the price. So it's not like we're hiding anything. It's just the way we do it in order to make sure the products are always priced as to the current price within our website. That's the easiest way to do it, folks. So Brandy, what about the app? Let's go back to that. You were going to show everybody.
I was going to show you the app. I got all distracted. So I'm not going to show you my screen, but hopefully you can see, right? I'm logged into my Unfranchised Marketing app. And as I scroll down, there is a section right here that says digital catalog. And so if I click on the digital catalog, now I get the option to share. So all I have to do is click the little share button, and it's going to say, do I want to share it on social media? Do I want to send it to a contact? Do I want to send it to the team that follows me within the app? Or do I want to copy it and just put it on my clipboard, right? That would be my link that I could put on the clipboard, and then I could link it off and share it to somebody. Now, here's the way that I love using it like this, right? I have new customers that are buying from me all the time, and they are usually introduced to 1 or 2 products. So I send them the products that they purchase from me. Once they get the product, I always follow up with them, right? And I say to them, I know you loved your product. Give me your feedback. Like I send them the little follow-up message. And then I'll say, just as an FYI, we have a lot of other products that I think you might be interested in. Take a look at the catalog below and see if there's anything that comes to mind. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. And I send them the product catalog. The other thing that I'll do once I have a customer who has shared with me that they love the products is I ask them for referrals. And I say, when you take a look at this catalog, do you know anybody that might benefit from these products as well? Not just the product that they've purchased from me, but maybe I've sent, a B vitamin to a mom, right? Because she was needing energy and talking about how she was having a difficult time getting through her day, managing the kids, managing work. So we put her on the Isotonics B vitamins, or like the activated B vitamins. And yet she says, my friend really would like this. Do you have anything for, and then she names what I have anything for. Absolutely. Let me send you the link to the catalog where I can show it to you. So getting referrals from customers is a great way to use this as well. So you can use sending the product catalog to them to increase share of customer from existing customers on the follow-up, but also to ask them for customer referrals. And then I'll even offer them a coupon code. If they give me a referral to somebody else, I can send them a coupon code from my back office for their next purchase.
There you go. Amazing tips. Brandy, thank you for being on with me here today. Hopefully everybody, this helps you understand how to maximize using both the physical and the digital catalog, how they operate, how to share them, and how to increase customers and share of customers, because that's the name of the game, helping people, blessing people with their products.
Absolutely. And if you missed that email, don't feel bad. We all get a ton of emails, right? Just go back and search. It was sent out on December 27th. You can search by date, or you could just type in digital catalog and it should come up in your email search if you can send it that way.
And you can also stop this, rewind it, go to where we're showing you exactly how to do it, which is why we record the video. So we could show you guys as we did it. So you can stop, rewind. I know I had to do that a lot when I was new, Brandy, because, I was a dirt. Trinity and I were like, a diamond in the rough. So we needed a lot of polish. But that was okay. We are teachable and coachable, and we had to practice, and we learn and we do, we learn and we do, and you have fun in the process, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for being on with me, Brandy.
Oh, thanks for having me. It was fun.